All I'm gonna say is I was right about yesterday. Y'all were definitely overreacting a little bit too much about it. But let's get into a little bit of the details that happened during today's joint practice with the Detroit Lions. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Detroit Lions practice with the Miami Dolphins and how the Dolphins had a nice bounce back practice today against them. Alright, first thing I want to get into is how the practice went today. We'll start off with the first drive of the day, where Tua found Waddle in the back of the end zone with a little toe drag. And then the next play was a touchdown pass to Eric Uzukama. Right after that, when they switched sides, Miami's defense had forced 2 checkdowns to start the period, and then Melifonwu? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Blanketed Jamison Williams to an incomplete pass. The next drive, Bonner broke up a pass in the cut to Raymond with a perfect opening record on the day with 4 for 4. Didn't allow anything in the red zone, which is a really good start compared to what yesterday was, where they were literally just going end zone shots. Zach Wilson had a nice little fastball to Tariq Black. The catch by Tariq Black was a nice little toe drag in the back of the end zone. And then the next play was Zach Wilson finding Taj Washington for a nice touchdown. And then back to the defensive side, Terrell Dotson sticks it down, check down for just a gain of 2. Another Waddle touchdown for another really... Today started off really good. Today started on a very hot note, and then we just kind of stuck it out from there, where our defense and offense were just dominating. The one thing I will say is our stars today were like Tua, Waddle, I believe Storm Duck had a really good day. Ethan Bonner had a great day. Jordan Brooks has completely flipped the attitude of this defense around. He's probably our best defender on the defense. He keeps flying on the radar with everything he does. Like he is the reason why we are so good as we are. Minka has been a huge impact since we traded for him. I'm very glad that we ended up trading back for him and getting rid of Ramsey, because he just had a shitty attitude. I didn't really care for him. Malik Washington had a nice little day where he was just kind of routing up his corners and fighting for yards and all that. Some other news, Jermaine Infinity is now... On some other news, our newly signed offensive tackle Jermaine Infinity is now on the IR, and we signed a new offensive lineman, Yodny? I think I'm saying that wrong, but Yodny Justy. We'll go with that. I think that's close enough. But yeah, we signed him I think last week, and he's already on IR, so it's not a good look. These are just some of the comments that people had to say about the Dolphins today and how they performed. The Dolphins offense was much sharper today than they were yesterday. The offense couldn't do anything yesterday in the red zone. I think we went a little more than 80% in the red zone today. We did really, really well. Our defense did fantastic. We showed people that yesterday meant nothing. It's kind of what we did today. We told them, the Dolphins showed them that people's opinions don't matter. It does not matter. One day of practice does not matter to them. I don't know if this is true or not, but I did see this today where it said Tyreek didn't participate in practice for perspective purposes. McDaniel said that if Tyreek would have practiced today, it would have been a long-term injury. Now, I don't know how reliable that source is, so I'm not going to say it's a good source. I'm not going to say it's a bad source, but the main point of this video that I wanted to show is how much a team can reflect, change themselves in just a matter of 24 hours. Like the Dolphins yesterday got absolutely manhandled by the Lions. They got beat in the run game, pass game. Coverage was awful. Today they showed that they can do everything better than what they did yesterday. Yesterday was just a flop. Yesterday was not what they want to show. Another thing I want to add here is our DBs. A lot of people are underrating these DBs. Today they absolutely locked up Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra for a lot less yards and a lot less touchdowns than what they did yesterday. Yes, is it the best secondary in the league? No. Is it a the worst secondary in the league? I don't believe so. I believe it's not a great secondary, but with Anthony Weaver and how he can make a defense good, like last year he turned our defense completely around from what it was in 2023 to 2024. We were a top 10 defense last year, and honestly, I don't think we had good corners. Kendall Fuller was always hurt, and we had Storm Duck in. Jalen Ramsey was a shell of himself. Kader Kohu is always going to be, I always have loved him as a nickel corner. I think he's a really good nickel corner. But that's why I'm a little excited for Mike Hilton, because Mike Hilton is a fantastic nickel corner throughout his career. Jack Jones, I'm a little still iffy on. Storm Duck, I do believe, is going to turn into a star corner. I just think he is physically one of like the more impressive corners on this team. He's very well built. Jason Marshall Jr. He's moving around and getting some names out there. Cam Smith had a decent day on special teams. That's the only reason why I think he's going to make the 53-man roster, is because of that. Besides that, a lot of our corners are all right. Ethan Bonner is another name that's flying under the radar, where he's been doing fantastic throughout the entire training camp process. Whether it was with the Dolphins, whether it was just a normal practice with just his teammates, or whether it was against the Lions, against the Bears, he's done really well in the coverage and has picked up a lot of momentum towards his name and becoming maybe a starting corner for us this year. That is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you drop a like and a subscription. My links to my Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok are in the description. Maybe go drop a follow down there. Until next time. See you guys.